The universe has been expanding at an accelerating rate since the Big Bang. Over time, new stars, new planets, and new black holes continue to form. Scientists estimate the age of the universe to be around 13.7 billion years. Just think, during such a long period, countless galaxies, stars, and planets have been born and perished. It is believed that there are 100 billion planets in just the Milky Way galaxy. On only one of those planets, Earth, a life form with consciousness has emerged. So, among so many planets, is it really only Earth that hosts life? Where are the aliens? This striking question was raised during a conversation by the famous physicist Enrico Fermi. Named after him, the Fermi Paradox questions why, despite the universe being so vast and ancient, we see no trace of other intelligent life forms. Now let's scientifically investigate this paradox. Let's build an equation through statistical analysis and probability calculations, and try to understand the paradox by interpreting this equation. If you're ready, let's begin. Good luck. The Fermi Paradox tells us that with so many planets out there, many should be habitable. Life should evolve to reach consciousness, and these aliens should have discovered us. But is that really so likely? Let's examine the events that must occur for an alien to communicate with us Earthlings. First and foremost, temperature and radiation are vital for life. So, like our solar system, we would need a stable star with a constant energy source and a planet at a suitable distance to ensure a habitable temperature. Then, this planet must have water, which is essential for life, along with a stable atmospheric layer and the necessary gases. Assuming life forms through chemical reactions that create cells, the planet must also undergo a chain of events such as volcanic eruptions and meteor bombardments. But since we don't fully know how life exactly began on Earth, we also don't know precisely what chain of events a planet must experience. This remains a dark spot. If life emerges, it must then evolve into intelligent life. But how intelligent life forms is a complete unknown, so this probability is also highly uncertain. If intelligent life arises, it must develop advanced technology and send a signal to us for communication. To do that, their communication methods should be similar to ours, like electromagnetic signals, and the distance must be suitable for the signal to reach us, since light speed is limited. In other words, it must lie within the observable universe. Still, if it's too far away, say it takes billions of years for light to reach us, then the chance of communication drops drastically. Even if such a civilization does form, its lifespan is also important. There's always the possibility of a meteor wiping out all life, like what happened to the dinosaurs. There's also the risk of the civilization destroying itself with nuclear weapons. So, the civilization needs to survive long enough to contact us. Looking at it this way, the Fermi Paradox optimistically assumes aliens should have contacted us, but the probabilities seem very low. Now let's roughly estimate this probability based on the necessary steps and a bit of statistical analysis. Let's list the events required for us to communicate with aliens. Formation of a habitable planet, emergence of life, evolution of intelligent life, development of a communicative civilization, longevity of the civilization. Each of these events has its own probability. When we multiply these probabilities, we can estimate the number of civilizations in our galaxy capable of communicating with us. To find the probability of a habitable planet forming, we first consider the probability of a star-planet system forming. This is calculated by multiplying the number of stars formed per year in the Milky Way by the probability that those stars have planets. Then, we multiply this by the likelihood that these planets have habitable conditions. For example, right distance, presence of liquid water, suitable atmosphere. However, the emergence of life is still scientifically unexplained, so this probability is entirely speculative. Similarly, the evolution of life into intelligent species involves great scientific uncertainty. The development of a civilization capable of communication depends on both biological and technological factors, again making it an uncertain probability. The average lifespan of civilizations is relatively more predictable. For example, looking at our own civilization, some assumptions can be made. But events like nuclear war, climate catastrophe, or asteroid impact can wipe out civilizations, so whether they live long is a huge unknown. By multiplying all these probabilities, we estimate the number of civilizations in the Milky Way that could contact us. This equation was developed by Frank Drake in 1961 and is known as the Drake equation. Let's assign some estimated values to the parameters used in this equation. About 1.5 stars are formed per year in the galaxy. Around 50% of these stars have planetary systems. Each planetary system has one habitable planet on average. Though we don't have solid data, let's optimistically assume a 33% chance of life emerging. The probability of that life evolving into intelligent beings is very low, so let's take it as 10%. Let's assume a 10% chance that intelligent life develops communication technology. Lastly, suppose such a civilization survives for about 100 million years. If we multiply these values, we get the value 247,500. According to these estimates, there could be approximately 247,500 civilizations in the Milky Way capable of contacting us. That's quite a large number. The Fermi Paradox questions why, despite this number calculated using the equation, we have not observed any aliens. In other words, we should have already encountered someone. But reality doesn't match these optimistic expectations. That's why I repeatedly emphasized earlier, we don't know how this happens, so the probabilities are purely speculative. Also, the lifespan of civilizations is also purely speculative. For some scientists, these non-scientific speculations themselves are the solution to the paradox. In the next video, we'll hunt down the solutions that explain why we haven't encountered the estimated 247,500 civilizations. Stay tuned, and don't forget, everything comes from science.